walk back up like yesterday.
New updates tonight on the baby formula shortage. That's one of the topics that we're talking about here on this Wednesday night. Good to be with you here at 10 o'clock. Felicia and I are going to be talking about a number of things, including Taylor Swift giving the commencement address today at NYU. So we have a couple of questions. Number one, what is your advice for the class of 2022? And secondly, if you had to choose a commencement speaker that you would want to listen to, who would you choose? Go ahead and give that in your comment section.
Yeah,
tonight.
I'm just looking. I don't know if you guys can see me because I'm blending in with the background here. Just in case you were wondering, here I am. I'm
right.
here.
One of the other things we're going to talk about tonight, of course, the rain is gone. What can you expect tomorrow? And of course, we've got the track open for another day of practice tomorrow because Felicia, they didn't get a chance to get on the track today.
Yes, we are all waiting, and I think there were some disappointed fans, but hopefully tomorrow will be the day. Angela, do you have your clicker?
I have my clicker, yes. And Sweet Roscoe, who is usually in the studio with us, has been out sick.
But I'm sorry about that.
I hear he's feeling better and should be back tomorrow. So I couldn't have Sweet Roscoe get my clicker, so I had to go get it.
I thought he was on PTO.
March over there, the 30 feet, and get it yourself.
Get my own clicker tonight. Yeah, the rain is gone. You know, Taylor said that this was the first time since 2016 that they didn't turn any laps in a practice round.
Yeah.
Interesting.
At the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
I mean, as you predicted last night, we just were going to get hit with it, and it's just tough to dry the track. You know?
I got my laps in with that mid to late morning break. I don't know what happened out at IMS, but I got my laps in.
It happens.
But tomorrow's going to be warmer and sunny, right?
Lots of sunshine the next couple of days, and we're really going to heat it up. 85 tomorrow, and we're going to near 90 on Friday. And as you both pointed out, the rain is gone, so live Doppler 13 radar is quiet at this hour. We back up radar a couple of hours, and you can see all of the rain that moved through our area, now headed toward the East Coast. We were lucky with the rain today because it really kept the severe limits low locally. Now, they were under a severe thunderstorm watch across parts of Kentucky, and the southeastern part of that state still technically under a severe thunderstorm watch at this hour. As our skies start to clear, that funny symbol that you see there, that's going to be some patchy morning fog. We clear any of the moisture left over, condenses, forms a low cloud deck. So we'll call for a little bit of fog early tomorrow morning, 62 at 8 a.m. Sunshine, 74 midday, and highs tomorrow afternoon, mid-80s. We're not quite done with storm chances this week. It's going to be interesting to watch. This boundary is going to sit to our south, and there will be a couple rounds of storms developing along the boundary. We're still kind of figuring out just how far north these come, but we're going to be on the lookout for you tomorrow evening. That's one complex, and then perhaps another one tomorrow night into early Friday, all developing along a warm front. We're going to be on the warm side of that front for sure come Friday afternoon with lots of sunshine, windy, but very warm, forecasting near 90.
So gates open at 10 tomorrow at the track. They start practice at 12. You think they get in lots of practice tomorrow?
I think they get in lots of laps. The only thing that might slow them down would be the fog and how quickly we can get it to lift, because fog is basically a cloud at the surface. Cloud full of water droplets, so sometimes it can deposit just enough moisture. So that would be the only thing I think the track is worried about early tomorrow.
Fog is cloud.
Fog is a cloud.
Cloud is fog.
A lot of folks joining us tonight at 10. Teresa saying, hello, friends. Anastasia says, I love your dresses, ladies.
Oh, thank you.
So there you go. Tanya joining us tonight. I hope they turn on the air conditioner at work when it gets warmer here in the next couple of days.
I hope so, too.
Glenn back with us. Luana joining us saying, thanks for the water in my flowers today. Yeah.
I know. I didn't water mine. I knew it was coming.
You knew it was. Michael joining us tonight. Mike, good to have you with us. We've got Ron saying, let's see, we've got Ron, Shannon, Brian from New Pal, Judy from Crawfordsville tonight, Sarah from Batesville, Kathy joining us tonight, Julia, Joyce, Erica, Luana, great to have so many of you.
Try to say that 10 times fast.
So many of you joining us here at 10 o'clock. All right, let's talk baby formula. We'll get back to Angela in a moment. Do want to talk about a couple of pieces of news in terms of the baby formula shortage. The president tonight enacting the Defense Production Act that speeds production to try to get more formula out there on store shelves, and also authorizing flights to import supplies from overseas that meet health standards. So those are a couple of the news items that happen with this baby formula shortage. Emily's got a really interesting story talking to parents who are impacted.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a parent, if you have a newborn that, you know, eats the formula that you can't get a hold of, I mean, it's like the worst fear, right?
Yeah,
to not be able to
absolutely.
feed your child. So Talked to a couple out of Coatesville, Blaine and Katie Evans. They have preemies. They have twins, twin boys, Brigham and Barrett, who are 5 months old now. Look at, they're so cute. I mean, we had so
Very
much
cute.
fun at their house. They were smiling, and they got a little fussy towards the end. They were ready for us to leave because they were hungry. But yeah, it was last month. Katie looked in the cupboard and she was like, you know what? I've got formula left for a couple feedings for these twins, and got online to try and find some. And the Amazon said, hey, there's no more to have. And she got on and searched stores in the area. There was one can at the Walgreens on 38th Street. So her husband went and got it. So they were pretty desperate. They got online and said, hey, friends and family, we're desperate. There's Blaine right there making the formula. We're desperate, and coast to coast, friends and family from coast to coast just started going and buying this. This is what the boys drink, Similac NeoSure, and that's made by Abbott. And so, you know, they thought about switching formulas, but here's the thing. They've got preemies who are used to one thing, and they didn't want to mess with that, you know, perfect formula they have for their boys who really need all the nutrition they can get. And there's an interesting soundbite that I want to play from Katie here, and she talks about just how stressful this is. Take a listen.
It's not something that you think is going to be something that you would have to worry about. Like as a new parent, like you don't think about there being a formula shortage, and you don't think about not being able to feed your baby. Right. That's the scariest part.
You know, so you're a new parent and you figure this is for their first time parents, and they figure, okay, we're going to have sleepless nights because we have twin boys, twin preemies who spent significant time in the NICU before they came home. And then what's keeping them up at night recently is their formula to feed the boys, and they're getting older, and so they want more formula, so they need more. They need more of this NeoSure. So it's been a stressful time. Right now, though, friends and family have come through and sent it from all across the country, so they have enough right now, and they've also been able to help other families who are looking for it too. So kind of they're passing it out there.
So sharing their story at 11, and then of course just what they're doing, maybe that can help some other folks out there to give some good tips.
All right, Em, stick around because we want to get your commencement address input coming up, because Felicia came over to the desk today and said, hey, did you see Taylor Swift gave the commencement address at NYU today?
Yeah,
right?
I thought that was so weird when I saw her on the screen. She's in her cap and gown, and I was like, wait, why? Why would I think that? I mean, after all, she has been around over a decade, and she's done a lot of philanthropic work, and so I was like, well, maybe she can be a commencement speaker, and got her doctorate degree from NYU. So I was like, well, actually, this does make sense. So that led to the question, who do you think should be a commencement speaker? And I guess why? We're just going to chat about it. And then wait, what's our other question tonight?
Yeah, the other one is, what advice would you have
so we'll
to
take
the
both.
class of 2022?
We got time.
So just go ahead and put that in the comment section while we go ahead and watch Taylor Swift at Yankee Stadium today in front of NYU. Check it out.
I'm 90% sure the main reason I'm here is because I have a song called 22. I'd like to thank NYU for making me, technically, on paper at least, a doctor. As long as we are fortunate enough to be breathing, we will breathe in, breathe through, breathe deep, and breathe out. And I am a doctor now, so I know how breathing works. I hope you know how proud I am to share this day with you. We're doing this together, so let's just keep dancing like we're the class of 22.
So there you go, Taylor Swift there at Yankee Stadium at NYU, now a commencement speaker.
And now a doctor. Dr. Taylor Swift. Doctor. That's me
Swift
if I
will now
ever
see
become
you.
a doctor. First of all, I'm going to wear the regalia everywhere, and that's going to be in every single explanation.
So
Just
Felicia,
listen to me.
who would you want to see as a commencement speaker, and/or what advice would you give to the class of 22?
Well, we got time. I'll give you both. So I already had a commencement speaker of my dreams. We had none other than First Lady Michelle Obama as our commencement speaker.
Nice.
Yes, and I know, people get into politics and everything. Aside from that, she's a really nice first lady.
Yeah.
She
I
is
bet.
wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And so just her journey, of course, you know, I'm from Chicago and she's from the south side of Chicago as well.
Yep.
So that just means so much. She's just a class act. She's smart, she's intelligent, she's a boss in her own right. And then she complimented our president so well, just as a partner. And it was a dream.
Yeah,
so
wow.
we had
That's pretty
a
impressive.
big name. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was
Do you have any
awesome.
advice that you would give the class of 2022?
Yeah, I would say expect for your journey not to be linear. And so when I
Good
look
point.
at the last 10 years of my life and some of the twists and turns that I've been on and the ups and downs and just the different experiences, it is going to go nothing like how you think it will. And it's going to be, your journey will still wow you. It'll still be amazing. It'll
Nice.
still grow you, build you, and be what you need because it's yours.
Yeah, I just gave that advice to Luke, who will be
Yeah.
a senior at Purdue and has finally figured out what he wants to do next. And I said, however you go from A to B, it does not have to be this.
Yes.
It can be this, just get to B.
There you go.
Well,
That's a
if
good
Just
you
get
ever
to
advice.
find yourself on repeat, call me and I'll say it again.
Just get to B. Take the twists and turns, but
Right.
just
I
don't
make
think-
sure you get to B if that's where you want.
Yeah, I feel like a generation didn't grow up like that. You know, so many of us was like, it was, okay, what are you going to study? What are you going to do? And you do
Plan,
that.
plan, plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, and you can have 6 careers
Sure.
if that's what you want. Like, you literally can create whatever life you want.
Good advice. All right, friend of the show, Emily Longnecker, you've actually given a commencement speech.
I got invited back to my hometown in Bradford,
Woo-woo.
Pennsylvania a while ago to be the commencement speaker at high school graduation. And I had a top 10 list of things I wish I'd known before I graduated from Bradford High School. And it was a neat moment because my mom was still a high school teacher there. And so we got to march in
That's
together
sweet.
in our regalia, right?
Nice,
So it was
nice.
like this great mother-daughter moment. But I think I told them to give back to their community. I think I told them to have something outside of their work that they could enjoy, because you know, all work and no play gives you an ulcer, makes you dull, right?
It
I mean,
does.
it really
It
does.
does.
And I think I told them to, you know, have the ability to laugh at themselves if they
That
made a
is
mistake.
so good.
Yeah.
And I think I told them also.
This is all just good life advice in
good.
general.
It
so
was.
keep going.
No, I told them, I mean, I got a little personal, right? I told some personal anecdotes and I said, and listen, if your parents ever give you a credit card for emergencies while you're studying abroad, which I had, don't use the emergency credit card to buy a leather jacket for your boyfriend in Italy. That's bad, bad, bad. because
Comes
that's
from personal
That came
experience,
from personal
doesn't it?
experience because I did that.
Yeah.
And what was I thinking?
Your
The
dad never
happened
let
to
you
that guy?
Oh, the audacity
What
of it.
happened to that
I sent
guy?
him the leather jacket. He broke up with me a couple of weeks later. I got home. I was crying all the time. My heart was broken. My father was tired of hearing about this man. And my
Oh.
father got the credit card bill.
Oopsie.
And he said, I can't believe I bought this guy a jacket that you're crying about. You're
Yeah.
going to go work and buff lighters at the Zippo lighter factory.
Yeah.
So I found myself buffing lighters a week later, paying the jacket.
Wow.
No, there's a
Jacket.
good lesson. And I mean, I keep it with me, right? I'm
That's
a
good
grown woman,
parenting.
and I
Yeah.
still think about that, right? He
Right.
said, like, there are consequences for this. We're a working middle-class family, and you know, we gave you this for emergencies, and you thought this was an emergency. It was not. So now you're going to
Pay it off.
pay this money
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I think it was a good lesson
There
for
you go.
a young Emily Long.
Plus the 18.999%.
Right,
APR
exactly, exactly.
interest.
So yeah, so don't use your parents' credit card for anything other than what they
Yeah.
let you use it for.
I think if I had to choose a commencement speaker, I would go with David Letterman
Oh,
being number
yeah.
one, because I
Great.
think he'd be laughing the whole time.
Yep, yep.
Or Jerry Seinfeld. I'd like to
that's
hear
good
a
too.
comedian,
Yeah.
you know, college is a fun celebration. I think it'd be fun. I think Letterman would be awesome.
Yeah.
And I would probably, if I were giving advice to the class of 22, it would be this. Chase your passion, not a paycheck.
Right.
And you don't have to be great. Just give me your best. You don't have to be the best.
I like that.
Just give me your best.
Yeah.
So those are pieces of advice that I had from my family. So
Those are
anybody
really,
else?
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's quickly read a couple. Tanya says, I laugh at my mistakes, which is good. Ronald says, Oprah, everybody gets a car.
Well, we want cars
I would
too.
love to hear
Oprah
her.
would be another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I would
For
love
sure.
her.
Glenn says Felicia can be the commencement speaker.
There
so
you
Glenn
go.
was impressed
Okay.
by you. Let's see. Just looking through.
I got asked to do 8th grade graduation one
that
time.
would be
It
good.
didn't fit in the schedule, so I couldn't. It just didn't work out. But I was like, wow.
Another time.
8th grade. Okay, we'll work up to high school.
All right, so let's go back to the weather and find out how things are looking tomorrow.
Looks great tomorrow. We'll
Yeah.
have sunshine, maybe a little bit of morning fog to slow you down, may slow the track down just briefly. And then we're on our way to 85. We'll be near 90 on Friday. The only thing we'll watch tomorrow evening, if we get a few of those complexes of storms south, we'll make sure to let you know.
Yeah, fun night.
It is.
Good
it
conversation
is.
about
I know.
commencement.
I appreciate hearing all you guys'
was
opinions.
good.
Our life advice.
Advice.
That is still life advice
Still
till
life
today.
advice,
Don't
yeah.
go buying no random man a new leather jacket.
No, he doesn't need it.
No, he does
He doesn't
not.
need it.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight at 10 o'clock. We hope we'll see you tonight at 11 over on 13. Good night.
So funny.